Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, want to give all praises to Yahweh Bashim, Yahweh Shai Bashim Rakakadash. All right, Yahweh is He who is, and Yahweh Shai is He who will save the elect. Double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone, who in this vessel has taught the world the names of Yahweh Bashim, Yahweh Shai. They deserve double honors. For pushing this truth in this ministry for the duration of time that they have. All right, they are my elders, and they do get double honors from me. And salutations to you, brothers on the highways and byways, teaching this truth in conjunction, right, or in like-mindedness in the name and glory and spirit of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, are risking your lives to do this because here soon we will give our, well, I'll say all of us, but some of us will have to give our lives for the name and glory and testimony of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. All right, and in previous videos I have been getting on persecution and so on because, that's definitely something that's going on right now. And here it is, Esau's trying to push up against the truth because, prior to this, they called this they were observing us as a mockery. We were those individuals, that we're talking about the prophecies coming to pass and the Lord's name being Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, and we are the Hebrew Israelites, and we are the chosen seed of the Most High, being so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. And we're this these group of, how they call us, homeless or lesser than individuals that stand out on the street corners, so-called berating people or how they perceive it to be. They make mockery of us, in that format. But now here in this truth and in the belief and the living and sacrifice, all right, living sacrifice that we make as Israelites in this temple in the flesh, all right, in the spirit. This is the things that through Hamashiach Yahweh Shai is causing the end to come about, and through the spirit, that's the case, man. The spirit is the ultimate testimony of witness. We can witness that. And by teaching these names, man, and teaching under these names and teaching the prophecies that we've learned from the other apostles of Great Millstone, it's caused these prophecies to come to pass. Because he who is the living power, and he will cause these things to occur because he can do that. He is the living God. He is the only God, and he is the supreme. Yahweh Shai is the supreme over Israel as well. He is the king of Israel and the leader of the nation of Israel. All right, and Yahweh Shai will return here soon, all right, to save his elect. All right, the 12,000 righteous men from each tribe, totaling 144,000, the 1/3, the remnant, all right, basically, that the scriptures speak of, okay, out of this captivity that we're in. Because right now we are in a state of captivity for our prior disobedience to the law, statutes, and commandments, right, in our offenses. And at this point, though, we have been over abused. It's all through the spirit, but Esau, being the recipient of advocating the Most High's judgment on us, all right, through the spirit, he has gone overboard with his violence and his violent nature towards the true children of God, which would be the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans through base level appearance. But being an Israelite is more about the spirit, all right, the spirit that's on you to believe in this truth and in this ministry, all right, to the name and power of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. That's what it's all about, man. And so now here these things are coming to pass, and Esau and Amalek and the central banks, I'm speaking of the same entity. They're all the same entity. Esau, the central banks, the Rockefellers, Rothschilds, DuPonts, Gettys, etc., etc., and the rest of these so-called nations on the earth, governments, I should say. It's all one world government, and it's under the central bank, the IMF. All right, the elites. And now they're concerned. They're having a hard time. They're basically choking on their own mockery. They were here. Here it is. They've been mocking us and doing what they do to to stress brothers out and cause sorrows and tribulations in brothers' lives because they are who they are, which is the adversary, the devil. All right, they are the evil one in the spirit. All right, but here it is now, through the elder apostles down, through the teachings that we've been given through the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushai in this ministry, man. The things that the other apostles have brought out through the spirit, they're occurring, and then we teach in like-mindedness as one body, as one unit, through the spirit and power of he who is and he who would deliver us. All right, these things are happening now, and these elites they're for lack of better words, freaking the fuck out. All right. And so what they're doing is they're pushing up on the truth, man, because they're searching for any possible way to discredit, this ministry, and they've got these alternate state funded, corporate funded, government manufactured Israelite camps. All right, and they've paid individuals to be a part of these camps, and I'm not speaking on every brother in that situation because I certainly don't know every brother's situation throughout the world. It's written that Yahushua said that some people will come out of things that they ought not to be doing in the end times because it is His will for them to do so. But for the most part, man, these other alternate camps, these elites, they're trying to pin us to radical Islam and doing everything they can to discredit this truth because they're terrified of it, and they know that with the spirit and the things that have come to pass already via through the spirit, the other apostles down, as one body, us telling them the prophecies and as wise serpents in righteousness and in understanding these scriptures through the Lord. All right. Now they're concerned, man. So they're trying to assassinate the truth in any way, shape, or form that they can. And so, but here's the article. I'm going to grab some scriptures and through the spirit. Hopefully it's not too long. I've already spent 7 minutes, looks like, talking. So that's a complete number of time. It says CIA torture. Well, we don't want that shit. This little things, I use RT because it's somewhat real comparatively to American news outlets. But even on here, there's be some bullshit on here, and you really just can't fuck with it. But this is what I think I wanted to get. Yeah, NSA has been lying to the courts all along, says whistleblower, as judges give warrantless surveillance the thumbs up. And so this is the case, though. But this has always been the go-ahead for Esau. Esau tells you in his system, this is, you're free, you're capable of, you have rights. You have rights in the law, in Esau's law, that he even him own self, and by this article you will find arbitrates himself. All right, he contradicts himself. So they tell you have rights, you have your freedom to speak, which they're infringing on by coming against his truth already. So they're making moves to move against that. And so Esau's not even capable of upholding his own law, his own word. So his word is void. It has no meaning. It has no value. Okay. But nonetheless, here it is, and this is what they're doing, man. These government agencies and these elites, man, these central bankers, that's who it is at the top. All right. And above them in a spiritual sense is Satan. All right. The Rothschilds, Rockefellers, and DuPonts. In the flesh and spiritually is the devil and Satan. Okay. And they're going to be utilizing these government agencies and these corporate governments that they have under them in the world to attack the truth, man, and attack this ministry. And so, I just thought it was funny. I saw this article that judges were given warrantless surveillance the thumbs up. But that's always been the case, man. And then it's been openly given to the public in this way, especially after 9/11. But, coming to find out 9/11 was an inside job from the U.S. government and then all the way to the central banks itself because of America's necessity to have an endless state of being at war. It can fund its, it's off on a different subject, but it all has a point. You know what I mean? And so brothers need to keep themselves aligned in the spirit, man, because as I have been getting on before, through the spirit, man, we are in the crosshairs of the devil, and we always have been. You know what I mean? Even when I had mentioned before, they make mockery of us, because they're so prideful. They believe that their rule will never come to an end. Okay. But this is a beautiful thing, brothers, being in this ministry, man. It is a beautiful thing to be in this truth, because by seeing things like this, the persecutions and these prophecies coming to pass, what does that mean? That means that we are who the other apostles have taught us to be, taught us that we are spiritually and physically. We are the Israelites, man. We are the chosen people of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai. Okay, and that's a beautiful thing to understand that and see that. Okay, because if we're lining up with these prophecies and we're fitting these characteristics, then that is an affirmation of the truth, man. It's a beautiful thing. And, here it is. Let me get the scripture. I'm going to stop rambling, but it's 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 3. Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come except there come a falling away first, and that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition, the man of sin, which is the harbinger of sin, the harbinger of death, which is the Edomites. All right, the biblical Edomites, and they come in the format of the so-called Caucasian today on base level appearance. Okay. And that's the son of perdition, because through Esau, Edom, and the central bankers and the world that they've established today, they will lead into the end of the world through nuclear war. Okay, and ultimately they're going to fight the Most High in all His glory and in essence when He returns. And I'm speaking of Yahweh Shai in the sky with His holy host of angels, what the world ignorantly calls UFOs. Yahweh Shai will return and wage war with the world for His elect. All right, from what they call outer space. All right, it says, but who opposeth and exalteth himself above all that is called God, or that is worshipped, so that he as God sitteth in the temple of God, showing himself that he is God. And see, this is the illusion that the elites have in their own mind, because they've been given the horse and the bridle, or the bit and the bridle, all right, to have reigns and supremacy and dominance, all right, for this latter period of time, for a designated period of time in the past here, for this short period of time, all the way until now. Okay, and how does he show himself to be like God? And so we're looking at this article here, and spiritually you have to line this shit up, man. You got to line it up, because the Most High, he shows you these things in the spirit, and you have to see it, man. You got to envision it, because it's right in front of our faces, brothers. But see how he's doing warrantless surveillance. He's watching brothers. He's got these cameras set up. You know what I mean? And I was thinking about it the other day at work. But they got these cameras set up. I work at a gas station, and Esau's got these cameras set up in both corners in the store I work at. And I was like, man, I was thinking in the spirit. I was like, the Most High, He is the seer of all things. Like the Most High can see you doing anything and everything. It don't matter if you 400 feet underground or ducked off somewhere with all the doors closed and the blinds shut. The Most High still looking at you. You know what I'm saying? That's a terrifying thing to truly understand and comprehend. But it is the truth. All right, and that can be verified in the scriptures. Okay, and Esau tries to be like the Most High in this same essence, because in that same sense, how the Most High can always see you, this is how Esau feels that he wants to challenge the Most High in his own pride, all right, which is corporate America, corporate governments of the world, the central bankers. They established what they call their video surveillance and their camera systems. You know what I mean? And so this is their one of their many futile attempts that the world has tried to blaspheme the true living power. Okay. And this is his job to do this because he is the enemy. He is the adversary. He is the opponent. He's the bad guy. All right. The world that we live in today, the world of sin, is the world of the evil. All right. The wicked. And so we're going to grab that. But so we're meditating on the understanding that, yeah, man, we live in a world where Esau, Edom, the so-called Caucasians in base level appearance are spiritually the devil. All right, spiritually the devil. And in the flesh, they are the devil because through the spirit, their actions and motives drive their flesh to be the devil. Okay. I'm going to hit it again, Job 9:24. All right, precept upon precept. But he opposeth himself as God. And so, like I said, here soon, the world will bear witness to the Most High returning. And his name is Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. Yahweh being he who is, Yahweh Shai being he who delivers. Okay. And basically, he's going to show up in the sky and crack the sky open. And it's going to be a terrifying situation, man. It's going to be extremely terrifying. People are going to have their hearts exploding in their chests. They're going to be completely distraught in fear and terror because they, the scriptures say they did not perceive the end to be the way that it is. And that's another example of why we need to fear the Most High and all his grace and glory, because he can very easily veil you. And by veil, I mean cover your eyes spiritually so you can't see, man. And that's terrifying. Because people be thinking, oh, I got my eyes in my head, my physical eyeballs, but that shit don't really mean nothing to you. If you can't see spiritually, man, then you just might as well be a zombie. You know what I mean? And so this is Job 9:24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covereth the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? And that is a question for any scoffer or opponent of the truth. But, in factual basis is evidence towards a sincere an earnest individual, if that is who is watching this, or receiving these words. And who are the judges that he covers up? And that would be you if you're an Israelite, in the spirit, and you're hearkening unto this word and this truth, hearkening unto the names of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, hearkening unto the men that he sent in the flesh to advocate and testify his testimony. All right, being through the elder apostles of Great Millstone. Those are the judges, man. And without giving myself that own credit, for the elect's sake, under the elder apostles of Great Millstone, they are the judges, man. And that's how it is, okay? But the wicked has been given control over the earth, and that's where we're at, man. That's what it is. We're in a state of being under the spiritual demon Satan, all right, who is the taskmaster. Just like when we were in Egypt and we built the pyramids, being the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, we are the true Hebrew Israelites, man. We are the children of the Most High, and we are serving in America and around the world in captivity right now, spiritual captivity as of now, in some extents to physical captivity. And this is for our disobedience to the names of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, he is the living God. And he will visit soon, man. And so let me grab a scripture to verify that he will visit soon to revenge his holy namesake, first and foremost, and also to visit the wicked, man. He will visit, man. He will visit. And Yahweh Shai will deliver his elect, man. And all we can do as Israelites in the spirit, man, if you understand this truth and you sup with those names, man, you just got to get you a Bible, man. And you got to try and read it as best as you can. And the Most High will guide you. And you just got to have faith in that, man. And he is the author of all things. All right. and get you in get you a King James 1611 or an Apocrypha, and you just want to try and stay in the spirit, man, you got to try and watch you a video every chance you can, or you know what I mean. You got to find a local camp that you could maybe get involved with, and you know, if you're in this ministry already, you know, as we walk together, you know, brethren in the spirit, we just got to stay strong, man, and he will deliver us, man, because all these things happening around us is just affirmations. All right, many miracles and affirmations as to who we are. We are the children of the Most High, man. We'll get it for the sake of the time, and for now, it's 1 Peter 2:12, having your conversation honest among the Gentiles, that whereas they speak against you as evildoers, you know, and so that's what they're doing. They're trying to murder us, or literally murder us, you know, like they did to Yahushua, our king, our leader. They crucified him, all right, for being perfect and being a blameless man, you know, because they themselves were wicked, and they were just super haters, man. Capital H haters is what the world is, you know, because misery loves company. So that's what they're doing. They're slandering us, you know. So that's how you know we are who we are. You know what I mean? So just maintain faith, brothers. And then we'll finish it off with this. They may by your good works, which they shall behold, glorify in the day of the visitation. And so this is what we need to do. We need to keep these laws, statutes, commandments to the best of our ability, and maintain this body as Hebrew Israelites, as the children of the Most High, princes of power, through the other apostles of the great millstone on down. All right, in the names of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. All right. And so that when the day of visitation occurs, that day of visitation is when the Most High will return in the sky with all his so-called UFOs as chariots, and he will wage war on the world that we live in today. And he will visit, and he will win. The war is already won, in fact. Hopefully this video was edifying. I pray for all the brothers in truth and sincerity, man, that you may endure in the spirit through your afflictions and persecutions. And for now, I'll say shalom.